We take our fight scenes to a whole different level than the initial film. I'd say I kick some serious ass. Hi, Women's Health. I'm Jessica McNamee, and I'm going to break down a Mortal Kombat fight scene in this episode of Performance Review. Mortal Kombat is an old video game that has now, I think, become the most popular video game of all time. It's got a cult following, huge fan following. Yeah, it's basically a bunch of fighters that are out to save the world.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament.
So this is the latest installment of the Mortal Kombat world. I play Sonya Blade, who is an ex-special ops operative, and basically my role in the film is to help find all of the Mortal Kombat fighters to come together to save the planet from the villains of the Outworld. I think the audiences will be really impressed with the fight sequences in particular. They're unbelievable, top notch. Best I've seen. So it was a lot of training in the lead up. I mean, it was probably about a 6-week lead up on set, like getting prepared to perform all of these fights. So this is a fight between Sonya Blade and Mileena. The two kind of badass women in the film. There is the good and the evil, and this is the coming together of the two sides, and it kind of results in this unbelievably fiery fight between the two of us. So Mileena is played by Cece Stringer. Cece looks amazing, and I know there's been a lot of talk about her mouth not being true to what fans expected, but the great thing about that is I think once people see the film, they'll be very pleasantly surprised to see that there's actually a bit more to it. The way that I initially learned how to fight with knives started off with sticks with an amazing trainer called Nino Pillar. He is just next level. So he kind of taught me all of my knife skills, my kicking, my punching, all of that. He started getting me doing all of these rhythmic kind of patterns with sticks, and we were fighting with sticks initially. The knives are so small, so I kind of had to start bigger and learn the techniques and kind of get my coordination on point before I could fight with something smaller like those knives. But it was all choreographed. It was a lot of rehearsing of me dropping a knife, believe it or not. So I know I actually did find that really challenging. Like your initial fight or flight instinct is to hold on to whatever you've got when you're, under that sort of pressure. So it was tricky to actually learn how to have to let go of that at the right time. The huge throw down the stairs, I did ask if I could do, and Warner Brothers being, a very safe company to work for, would not allow me to do that. I don't think insurance covered that. I have to give all credit to Zia Kelly, who was my amazing stunt double. She got really thrown down those stairs. I got to watch it. That was all on wire. But yeah, it kind of picks up again when I'm laying on my back, and Mileena tumbles over the top of me and lands on top. It was crazy because I was laying on the sand there when Tara Mackin, who is Cece's stunt double, she actually did that unbelievable flip on a wire and landed on top of me. So she had to have her aim spot on so that she didn't put a foot in my face or whatever. And she's flying from 20 feet away or something and being hoisted up. So it was crazy. I was laying there I hope she lands correctly and not, like I said, with a boot in my face. It's an inch in the wrong direction could have been lethal. So it was definitely living on the edge there, but it was exhilarating. It was fun. I was like, this is a real rush. We always felt very safe on set. They had such amazing safety teams. I think the fact that no one was injured on this set is testament to how safe it all was. Fake blood's made of a sugary gelatin substance, so it's actually quite sweet. They do that. It has to be edible, essentially, because often, you'll see in films when people are spitting out blood, it has to be kind of digestible. So it's quite sweet and sticky. It feels kind of gross when they pour it on you, like you can imagine. But yeah, it doesn't smell bad, which is good. It smells sweet. Cece's probably the better person to ask in this respect because she was the one that's licking it off the blade. I would get to see a run of these scenes as we were shooting them. Simon, the director, and Kyle, the second unit director, were both really into showing us our work as we were doing it, which was really great because, you know, it feels so different to be shooting a stunt scene than it looks. Like sometimes it can feel really uncoordinated, but then once you see it on camera, it looks so amazing. So it was always really great to have that instant feedback. I think it gave us all confidence. But then once I did see the fight edited all together, I mean, I was blown away. I thought it was just so cool. It's so great seeing, I think, female on female fight like that as well. It was just so scrappy and rough and tumble and fun. So yeah, I was really excited specifically to see that scene. Thank you for watching Performance Review, and don't forget to subscribe to Women's Health.